Alright, assholes. This is part two. Literally, you got a little teeny mad with some of the places I put some of your favorite bands. Like, I got a few people mad at me at the Burzum one. So, yeah. Tough fucking shit, dude. You got a shit out of luck, buddy. Would start putting Dragon Force in F tier. I don't like power metal. They're a goofy band. I don't really care for them. I think their drummer's funny. He does some like shit on reels where he's doing like the blast beats over like some pop music and shit, and it's hilarious. So, but still, I mean, he's the only redeeming factor about it. I don't really care about the guitar shit. It's kind of nerdy, kind of boring. For me, it's silly. I mean, Through the Drag, Fire and Flames is kind of cool, but one song ain't gonna save you. So, alright, let's go with Limp Bizkit next. If you know, you know. Like, I went through a huge phase of theirs back in the day. You know, Fred Durst, you know, credit to him, though. Back in the day when no one cared about Limp Bizkit again, you know, Hero Josh right here was a giant fan out of, you know, when before the whole TikTok shit where they blew up, I was a huge fan. So I got Fred Durst to comment on my Instagram post back in the day for like some Christmas posts. So I'll put them in C just for that. You know, I don't really listen to them anymore, but dude, I would have put them in A tier 4 years ago. So I gotta do it. They're in fucking C tier. You know, you all can cry and scream, piss yourselves, you know, but Dawkins, I don't know enough about Dawkins. Let's go with Five Finger Death Punch. Fucking sucks, dude. It's cop metal. I know I get shit for wearing Hatebreed sweatshirts, but you know I'm repping the Weapon X sweatshirt today, so yeah, I don't know. I just don't fuck with Five Finger Death Punch. They suck. You know, they suck massively. It's like the Punisher sticker on the back of the truck core. So, I think well, one of the Maddens had one of the songs on. I thought it was okay, but yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. Warner Brothers. That's not a music that they make movies. They did all the Looney Tunes shit, right? Yeah. All right. System of a Down. They're an A. I've been listening to them since like high school. They're okay for like I really don't have any interest in them. But for what they've done for people like me who are Armenian, it's cool. So I'll put them in A for that alone, even though I only really care for the first album and Toxicity, like, but the rest of the stuff's kind of not my thing, but yeah, they're cool for that. I don't know what that is. Dark Funerals, F. I don't like black metal. Def Leppard. We're gonna speed through some of this bad shit, dude. Def Leppard's F, sucks. I don't know what that is. We're off to a great start, guys. Big poser Josh here. Electric Wizard, C. They're cool. They're a stoner metal band. They only have one album, I think. Let me check. Hold on. Electric Wizard. No, but it's like all that really matters. That album, everything else doesn't really matter by them. Don't know what that is. Emperor, F. We'll find something eventually in here that makes sense. I don't know what the fuck that is. Fear Factory, C. They're like one of the only interesting industrial things that exists in music. Them and Nine Inch Nails is it for me. And even still, Nine Inch Nails is pretty good. Or The Ministry, too. But, you know, don't know what that... I can't read. I'm not going to fucking put my face right against my computer screen. We're not doing this shit today, so... Firehouse. Such a bad name for a band. Oh. We're making a new tier for terrible. Absolutely worst music of all time. Just gonna put like pink, whatever. And this is, oh shit. F. Shit. We're gonna put this back to like yellow, whatever the fuck it is. Green, and then this will be pink. Absolute worst music of all time. Ghost. Beyond terrible. Like, unlistenable crap. I've heard like noise bands that are more manageable than Ghost. It's just the most mediocre mainstream slop that's ever been put out, that's even in the general scope of metal. Like, I genuinely can't take anything Ghost puts out and consider even barely metal. It's just commercialism to the extreme. It's like, let's look like we're a metal band but make ABBA, but that's a disgrace to them because they actually make good disco music. So let's just make music that appeals to 13-year-old edgelords. But like Slipknot's cool because they had Iowa at least, you know. But what does Ghost have? Nothing. Fuck them. Glory Hammer. That's the band that dresses up like weird robot or dudes, and they're the one with the rapist singer, right? Yeah, they're going to F. Godflesh. I don't know them. Gorgoroth. I don't know enough about Gorgoroth to accurately put them on somewhere. I don't know what that is. We're just Havoc. They're a great thrash band. I'll put them in C. They're really good. What was it? What was the fucking shit they put up? I know. What was it? The one I really liked was the Time Is Up, I think was the one, and Conformicide. It's like, that was one of the albums I listened to the most, I remember, in 9th grade. The fuck political correctness song. It's edgy, but the riffs are so good, it's worth it. Halloween's the only thing in the scope of power metal that's genuinely A-okay. They get a D for that. They sound more like Queensryche than power metal, but it's still okay. They're not Queensryche, so I don't know what the fuck that. Infinite Annihilator was my gateway to extreme metal. I listened to Cunt Crusher before I did Master of Puppets, or even Raining Blood. I'll get a B for that for me, just because of how absolutely fucking edgy they are and how they basically turned me into a extreme metal fan. It was the order of it. I genuinely think was, because I went from Bullet for My Valentine, Linkin Park, and what was the rotation? Skillet, Linkin Park, Bullet for My Valentine, Avenged Sevenfold. Then I kind of went into like, I think I found Death and Converge, and then I found Infinite Annihilator. Went through a little slam path in 8th grade, 9th grade. So Infinite Annihilator did that for me. I had a little crappy, shitty little Bluetooth speaker I'd bring on the bus with me in middle school, and it was terrible, barely loud. I would just put a full blast and just hold it in front of this girl I just really didn't like, and she really didn't like me. So I would hold it like right above the seat she was in front of me, playing Cunt Crusher, because it was just like the most like brutal shit, and she was like a Taylor Swift fan, and I was just in fucking little 5'4", you know, I hit a growth spurt, hit 5'6", so this little 5'4" little like meatball trying to fucking agitate people, and it was so funny, dude. 8th grade was terrible. I hate middle school and high school. Everything sucked. But that, I remember that vividly. I remember that bus story very vividly. Iron Savior. I don't know anything. I've listened to them a little bit. Their vocalist is really good. They get a D. I have to rate some more shit I know. Job for a Cowboy. They get a solid C. They get a solid C. They're good. Like, a lot of people always give them shit for the newer stuff, but I think they've actually evolved in a very good way. Cause I love MySpace deathcore. Like Jerome, so fucking good. They did it really well, and early, like, as you see, early Bring Me the Horizon. but then they didn't do the crap pop shit that Bring Me the Horizon did. They did like actual fucking death metal. It's just after like a certain point, I don't really. It's not memorable enough to me, but it's solid, and they've earned their spot as a great band in the death metal scene, at least modern. So I'll give them a C for that. No shit, you know. I got respect for them sticking with death metal. I'm not going down like. They're not even in the core. Like fucking Bring Me the Horizon's not even in the core realm anymore. They're just in like we're gonna make music to fucking make money. You know, it's just bullshit. Make money to fucking. Have a fucking backbone. Make cool fucking badass heavy music, or just don't. If you you know, I don't know. I'm stop complaining. I heard one song by this band. Some kid in high school showed me. It was pretty good. But I assume it's I gotta scooch up a little bit. I gotta learn to keep my microphone right here. Cause I gotta. Hold on, I gotta show you how this looks. This is my microphone. It is on a coffee cup. I'm too cheap to buy a fucking mic stand, so it is on the coffee that is making me talk fast. An hour before midnight. Yeah, I'll just put them in. I don't know, cause I know one song. It's pretty cool, but I mean, like, you could write one song and suck, you know. Don't know what that is. Bam, bam. Creator. Genuinely top 5 thrash bands all time. Gotta go in B tier. Just for the sake of that. I mean, they don't have that, like, next gear like Megadeth does or Slayer. But they're just so fucking good. Like, if we get to Sodom, they'll be in B tier as well with them. Just because how fucking solid they are, but they don't. There's like that, like A tier's like that next gear. They have that X factor, like I've said before. But still, they have their great musicians. They're German, I think? They're really good. This is the weird pre-sludge metal stoner band, I think. The like kind of helmet adjacent one. This is the one. They're like a weird, they're like red and black kind of like album art, I think. One of their. I remember the album art, not the Green Machine. Yeah, it's like the weird red and black like thing. 1992. So yeah, that's kind of like the proto sludge. I'll give them a D. No, I'll give them a C. They're really good. I've heard a few songs, but I know what they've done for the genre, and if I've heard like 10 songs maybe by them. So that's enough to judge them on that. Because I've judged bands on 1 or 2 songs, just how good they are. Lacuna Coil, I've never really given them a chance. The fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that is. Man of War. If you know, you know. DM me. Mastodon's okay. I'll give them a D. I just don't really care for them. I like Blood and Thunder. The riff's kind of cool, but too artsy. I mean, I like artsy shit, but that's just like too like it. I don't know how to explain it. It's not sludge. It's just like weird. Mayhem fucking sucks. I burned churches. I killed my best friend. I took a picture of it. Like, shit's lame. Merciful Fate. I'll give them a D. They're like, it's kind of like boomer metal, but I just. Okay, the only reason they're getting D is because of the album art. What's that one album? Merciful Fate. Don't Break the Oath. I have a knockoff Don't Break the Oath shirt that Burning Lord made, local crossover band from my scene over here in Boston area. I have one. It's got the Merciful Fate rip. It's so fucking sick. Just for that, I'll give him D. I don't like the music, but just for that, I'll give him D, because, you know, this is based on my preference. I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. Meshuggah's cool. I'll give him C. Not bad. I like that. What's that one song? the the New Millennium Cyanide Christ. That's cool. Combustion's cool. I didn't like Bleed. I had to really get myself to like Bleed. Just it was kind of weird to me. It's okay. Um, they have a lot of good shit. It's just their hits just don't hit for me. It's like the deeper track, like kind of like the B tier songs is really strong for me. They have like that good like, a band has like the hits. They have those solid tracks, and then they have like the solid tracks down to a T. It's not like one hit that like I actually go back to other than Combustion and New Cyanide Christ, but everything else just kind of fits that B C tier song perfectly, and I think that's fine. There we go. Right next to their boys. I don't need to explain myself. They're like the fucking one of the best thrash bands ever. That's the Doom guy. I don't really care. I'm gonna put him in F. I don't like what Doom's soundtrack did to metal in like the late 2010s. It made that like super processed gen prog sound. I just fucking hate, dude. It's so lame. Rob Zombie, he gets a solid D. I like what is it, the Dragula. Ministry, we'll go see. They're pretty cool. What was the one with Thieves on it? That was a good album. The one with Jesus Stole My Hot... Was it Jesus Stole My Hot Rod? God, I can't remember the fucking name. It was like the one with the weird letters with little stashes. Jesus Hot Rod. Jesus Built My Hot Rod. Okay. That's a cool song. Motley Crue, porn addict band, ruined music like for years. They're all giant alcoholic abusers. Terrible people. There's some dude got killed at one of their parties and they got off scot-free even though it was proven they were associated with it. Not just judging people based on music. Like I'll give like As I Lay Dying benefit of the doubt. I put aside Tim's bullshit, but Motley Crue just sucks. It's just all I can think of when I hear it is like those dudes who like just watch porn all day and like obsessed with it. Those like 56-year-old dudes with like the DVDs and shit. I don't know. I get like they buy like hot dogs at flea markets. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like the crappy, like below food cart level food. It's like gross flea market pizza. Like, oh, that's what I think of when I think of Motley Crue. In the color yellow, like that gross yellow. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. Oh, Motorhead. Okay, so here's one of my unique takes on Motorhead. I don't like the sound that most people like from them. The Ace of Spades, Overkill, that thing. I think the problem with them is that they ruined their sound with Overkill and then Orgasmatron, because they figured out we can just do the drum fill with a bass line and then bring the guitars in. Every single fucking song, it seems like after that era, or even in that era, is other than the Triple H song, is just that. It's drum intro, bass line, then they bring the guitars in with the fucking like that shit. It's just, but the shit they do the best is the shit that makes you want to drive across America on a road trip in an old, like, Thunderbird or something, like an old boat, like a fucking old Charger, Superbird, something like an old ass muscle car. And you're driving around with the fucking no ABS, like steering the wheel, to turn the wheel to even like merge lanes, just across the country in like a movie setting, like you got like the dice on the hanging from your rear view mirror. That's the music they make for that vibe is perfect. Like that, like the B-sides that genuinely Motorhead is like the best like cruising rock music aside from like Judas Priest and Kiss like ever. So I gotta put him in B for that. I don't like Ace of Spades is cool. The Triple H song is cool. Songs, sorry, they made 3 or 4. I don't know, like Overkill. It's like 6 minutes long of the same riff over and over again. But yeah, like they just the songs that are like just like laid back kind of B-sides, just so good. Like let me think. Let me bring one up to mind that comes to mind. Hold on. Let's go to here, like a Nightmare, or like that song. That song, Like a Nightmare. Anything that sounds like that is just perfect, But Mudvayne, they're cool. I'll give them C. What's this shit? I'm gonna go into a deep dive here because I'm not a Mudvayne expert. The LD50 is pretty cool. The only thing I really know is the shit off of Lost and Found. I thought it was cool. There's some cool shit in there. Though one of these songs had the absolute fucking most cinematic intros ever, and then it just craps out. It's one of the worst what song? I'm gonna listen to it right now. Hold on. Which one is it? Gotta figure. Which one was it? I don't know which one it was, but one of them I just remember being so distinctly having this amazing intro, then it just completely falls flat. So yeah, whatever. That's neither here or there. But they got a C for that. Municipal Waste, they're B, solid B. I saw them tattoo the earth. They were pretty sick. I've been a fan of theirs since middle school. They're sick. Dio's, I respect him enough not to put him in F, but I genuinely don't find anything fun about it. It's the vocals sound like pop vocals, like that shit. It's just it's not heavy. It's not metal to me. It's rock, and this is a metal list, so I respect it though. Sepultura is A. I'm not explaining myself. They're A. Fight me. Rise, Chaos AD, Beneath the Remains. God Almighty, did I butcher? God Almighty. Yeah, Beneath the Remains. Okay, I got the name of it right. Alright. I'm gonna kind of skip around here because I don't know half these fucking bands. I can't. Oh, Mushroom Head. Okay. They had 2 songs that were people know, right? Let me check. Let me see. This was the band I was thinking of. My bad. They had one of these songs on the 13 album. Just had this amazing intro, one of the greatest fucking cinematic builds ever, and then it just falls completely flat on its face. And I got really fucking pissed off when I heard it, and it left a sour taste in my mouth. But they have some cool shit. I gotta put them in C. I guess they're kind of the same as Mudvayne for me. I'll listen to them when they come on. It's just they don't do anything special for me. Napalm Death. They get a solid C. I would have put them in B or A. I just kind of fallen out of love with grind as much as I used to love it. It's just I don't know. I don't know. Funny enough, the song Quarantine by them, one of my favorite songs they put out. I listened to like a billion times in 2019 during football training camp, so pretty bad, yeah. Um, Before I even knew what a quarantine was, I'm not a very educated person, so necrophagist. The band was the stab wound band. They gotta see the stab wound band. I think some dude did it on like America's Got Talent, and the band just like the live band like absolutely shat themselves. It was so funny. I hate symphonic metal. It's like goofy. I get like 48-year-old neckbeard vibes who like drinks like wine out of a chalice, wearing his Cradle of Filth shirt, as like just walls of vinyl records that like who posts on Metal Archives like religiously and will shit on a band for having a breakdown. Those are the people who listen to Nightwish. Overkill is good. The thing that sours me though is the shit with the New England Hardcore Fest, where they like put this giant drum riser behind it, like on the stage, and it like every band like wasn't allowed to use it, and they didn't take, like, they're like, we're gonna put this here, like fuck everyone else. They like big time to every band playing on the stage, and I just leaves a sour taste in my mouth, like for like they're like these old like dinosaurs who think they run the music world and like the extreme metal world, and it's just like, yeah, we're the only thrash band here. Fuck all of you, like, you hardcore dudes. Like, we're just gonna set this gigantic drum mount thing and then not even show up for the fucking show until like then, and then we have to cut our show short. So I forget who it was. Someone called them out in their bullshit live. I wasn't there, unfortunately. I had like work, but I wish I could have gone because I heard it was amazing. I saw some of it posted online. I don't know Paradise Lost enough. Alright, here's one of the bands I listened to the absolute most in high school. I gotta give them a B. Let's go over their highlights. What I would say is what they made good. Don't Close Your Eyes is probably the best metalcore album of that era. I would say that's not on a major label. If it was, I'm stupid. Epitaph, but they did this by themselves, I know for a fact. I'm gonna put money on that. It's just amazing. It fucking works. It's underground. It has that rawness that it's metalcore on the hardcore side, not the metal side, which is the shitty shit, like the 9-string guitars and the sweep picking nonsense, like the gent crap, like the Architects crap though. Metalcore should be in the hardcore scene, not metal. Don't Close Your Eyes, great. Killing with a Smile, really good. Horizons is really good. And then Deep Blue's amazing. And then Atlas, through everything else they did, sucks. So, I gotta give them a B. I would even argue putting them in A, but they just... They pulled a, which band is it? Bring Me the Horizon, with the same crap they did. They're like, we're gonna sell out, make arena rock, and it sucks. They don't even play anything off the old album. It's like they completely like they're completely whipped. I've never listened to Pentagram enough. Possessed Seven Churches, I'm gonna put them in the same realm as where, because they're basically Scream Bloody Gore, and if you remember the last episode, you know how I feel about Scream Bloody Gore. But for the fact they literally like were the reason for death metal, I gotta put them in C. You know what? No, they're going in D. Like I said before, in bands that inspire other bands don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I have to be honest with that. So I don't know what that is. I can't read. Was that Power Man 5000? They're like D. They have like 2 songs. They're cool, but I still like them. I'll say they're cool just for the sake of it, 'cause it's funny, and I just want to be a dick. Power Wolf, I don't know them. Quiet Riot sucks. They're old boomer band. They like 2 songs. Rammstein fucking sucks. What song is it? The Du Hast song that everyone who set like on TikTok thinks they like metal will put on their song, and I get their live performances are cool, but I wouldn't go see them because I don't care for their music. It's like it's like Five Finger Death Punch but German, in my opinion. I don't even know what I should do with Rat. I don't know. Rings of Saturn's in that ballpark of like wall of sound crap, so they're going in D, but I respect them for like being hilarious of how fast they play and obviously using triggers. It's just so funny. Sabaton goes in with Ghost and Motley Crue. I'm not even gonna explain myself. They're just like, oh, herder, we like war. It's like the crappy Reddit shit. I don't know. It's so lame. St. Vitus is cool. Look at a C. I like that like depressive doomy shit. It's kind of cool. Satyricon, Saxon. I don't really know them. Septic Flesh is like bearable. I listen to them a little bit. They don't really pique my interest. I have to like really force myself. I have to kind of like find something in it to like. I can't just appreciate it. Seven Dust, isn't that like I've probably heard one of their songs, but aren't they like radio rock? Isn't that like Breaking Benjamin stuff? I don't know. That's not really metal, but I don't know what that is. Like half this fucking shit. What is that? I don't know. Tesseract. That's one of those new fucking crappy metalcore bands. Testament gets like a C. They always kind of just felt like an outlier in thrash for me. They kind of just are okay. They kind of passed by because they were in that scene and they were okay enough in that era to pass by, so they still pass by now. I don't feel like people really go out of their way to listen to them as much as I don't. Like, Practice What You Preach. Everything else for me is kind of like, it happened. It exists. Never really listened to Black Dahlia Murder. Tool. They're like D, just because I can't stand the people who listen to it. It's like Sober's cool. What's that one? It's like the Jambi, Jambi, whatever the fuck. I thought that was a funny song. One of my friends showed it to me. I can't really take it seriously though. Terrible fucking. I hate Twisted Sister. Dee Snider, I get like you like represented the people in the metal trial back in the dinosaur ages, but it's whatever. I don't know. I don't really care for it. It's not metal. It's generally not metal. Twisted Sister is not metal. Typo Negative's hard for me because I don't really listen to them. I don't really care for them, but I also, if someone puts them on, I'll listen. And what's the band they had before? It was like actually kind of funny, kind of good. What was it? What was that album? Carnivore. Yeah, that band's good. They're fun. I don't even know what that is. Vader. They're kind of like they're kind of the definition of like a no one really knows about them band unless you're in the death metal sphere. You know, they're like the band you listen to after you go through like the core 4 of the Florida bands, or core 5, whatever, and then you're like, I want more death metal bands, and you click on Vader, like, oh, these guys, Darth Vader, that sounds cool, and you hear it's like all drum machine and shit, but they're cool. Is that Vector? Okay, they're cool. I have their discography. physical media nerd. There's C. They're very technical, but at a certain point, it's like they kind of indulge a little too much. They're a little too self-indulgent, but I like the uniqueness of it. Venom, they are a. They're F. I can't take them seriously. I can't listen. I don't really care about anything they do. Voivod. I've never really understood. I feel like this is one of those bands that everyone just completely obsesses over. Like, oh, they're so experimental. They're so underground and so good. Like, I love this band. They're so fucking good. Like, but they just don't. They don't really do anything for me, so, yeah, I'm gonna like D. I don't know. It's one of those bands where I feel like people only listen to them because other people tell them to. Whitechapel's cool. I'll put them in C. What's the album I like? I remember hearing the, which album was it? The Valley, and I thought it come so bad. This is Exile. That album's so fucking good. It's diabolical. There's it's like a lot of beat, like, filler shit in here. Like, the first 2 songs are amazing, kind of some filler shit. But it's a good album, nonetheless. What that is. Is that Dark Throne? Yeah, they're like D. I like the album when they're actually like a death metal band, and then they turned into a black metal band, and then it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Is that? I don't know. That's a cool logo, but I don't know what the fuck that is. It's Blood Runs Black. I gotta put them in at least C. They're so fucking good. That first album, Top C is a C band. Dude, they're just a good, like, death thrash band from that era. Kind of like they're on that cusp of death metal being relevant, but still being thrashy, and I think it works for me. This one's gonna be one of those boring ones, dude. It's just me fucking throwing shit onto the fucking don't know, haven't listened category. And I'm not doing anything special with it. I've gotten like 5 bands on here fucking since, dude. Like, I'm fucking pissed. Dude, I'm just gonna, I don't know. I gotta do something, like, I mean, we are making a good chunk out of this, so. Coroner, I know they're the band who people say Pantera ripped off. I don't hear anything similar about them. But they are good. I'll put them in C. Yeah, they're in D because they have that one first album, the Vatican one, and it's pretty good. But it's I don't hear anything similar between them and Cowboys from Hell at all. I hear more of like Overkill and like some like punk shit in there. That's it. Death Angel gets a C. That first album, I like the new shit, low-key. The old one, was that 87 on the Destroyed Building on it? I thought it sounded so stock. It was just so... It just sounds depressing to me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, it just pisses me off. Like, I don't care about it. Like, it just seems like it's... I don't know, but like the Moth, like that album, and then I don't know, they just got better as they got older. I feel like, and I think that's really in their favor there. Is that Devourment? Oh, they're going in fucking B tier. Like, and when I go work out in half an hour, Molested the Decapitated is gonna be the first fucking album I listen to. Is that Dissection? They're okay. Gonna be wrapping this up very soon. We're gonna do 3 more bands. We're gonna be doing 3 more bands. We'll do Atheist. They're going in C. I feel like the first album holds its weight. The rest of it isn't really that impactful. Let's get 2 more good ones in here. Skid Row, the best hair band that's not Guns N' Roses. I'll put them in C. I have a soft spot for them. Slave to the Grind is just such a fucking... It's the heaviest hair album that it exists. It's so good. And that's one last one we can end on here. We're going to go with... One last one. What are we going to do? And we're going to go Zao. Originally a Christian hardcore band. They kind of morphed more into the metalcore world. I'll give them a B. I love them. They're really good. So yeah, Where Blood and Fire Bring Rest is such a fucking good album. But besides that, Liberate, the Latin sounding album is really good. Splinter Shards to Birth, people don't really like that one, but I find it to be tremendous. And the first shit they put out, the old records, like the All Else Failed, those hold up really well for one of those old school hardcore Christian bands, like on the down low, like Focal Point, but not quite that metalcore-y. It's so raw and dense that it just fits well with that era, and they evolve really well. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. We don't have a lot left for bands that I really know or care about left, so we're probably just going to end the series here unless people want this for a third part when we get everything else done, which is going to be Everything in Blue and maybe 3 other bands I see here going in. If you have any suggestions for other content, let me know. If you like this shit, if you want me to post more tier lists, give me suggestions on shit. I'm clueless on a lot of this shit. Like, I don't know half these bands, and I'm a metalhead. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, sounds good. I'll post this once I figure out if I'm going to post another one. I'll post the final tier list on my story on Instagram, and I'll post a short with everything too. Alright, see ya.